And if you've been in 20, 30 years, maybe your part of that journey is to be the wise one, to be the sage, to say, you know what, in my 20 years, here's what I've learned. And in 20 years of doing something, you don't need to work with everyone. Sometimes it is about saying, you know what, I don't think I'm the right fit, but there is someone that is. I give away coaching students all the time. I don't do that because it's not my lane. Now, I will coach and work with some, but there's so many that just aren't good for, that I'm not good for them.
Right.
And so enjoy the journey, be good at that. And so then your job is to be crystal clear about what you're offering and the value that you offer. And so to me, the story that I always tell, good friend of mine, Scott Hardy, we both, and any good sales pro is going to have a story like this in their life where they knew they should have stepped up, where they questioned, God, am I really doing the right thing? Am I really in the right business? I mean, do I really believe in this? He used to sell long-term healthcare insurance, and he went dinner at his best friend's house, and the parents started talking about how his father came down with a long-term illness, and it was going to be very expensive to care for him over the years. And he said the moment that topic came up, his heart sunk to the floor because he knew exactly what was coming next. He said, and his just on cue, his friend goes, Mom, Dad, hold on a second. Scott has a product that solves this problem. We have something for this, Scott. And all of a sudden, everybody looks at Scott, and father says, well, Scott, what do you got for me? And he said, the hardest thing I had to say was that I couldn't help him because the policy would have had to been in place prior to diagnosis. He goes, but that wasn't even the hard part. The hard part was what the father said afterwards when he said, so were you waiting for something like this to happen to tell me about it? Mm-hmm. And see, what that meant to me was he didn't care enough to be unreasonable. He didn't care enough because he said, I didn't want to push people. Well, if you really believed in what you're doing, you'd tell everybody about it. If you had the cure for cancer, you'd be going around trying to find everybody. How many lives can you save? If you have the cure for lack of wealth building, and you really believe that home ownership is the way, then what the hell are you waiting for? You should be knocking on everyone's door. And when somebody says, well, I already have a lender, and you go, oh, okay. And when I get to, well, what do I say when they have a lender? You say, no shit. Every agent has a lender already. We haven't worked together yet. And the good news is we do some pretty cool things. But don't believe me. Let me show you. Let me work with one. Give me a shot. Here's what it is. There aren't any patent monopolies out there. Not very many things are unique. We all have access to the same rates. Let me show you how we care for our clients. There's 3 things I think that make us unique. But let me just show you. And even if it's a deal that doesn't work out, maybe in the next 6 months, do something. But you have that meeting 100 times, you're going to be happy. Be a lot of business comes away. And if you follow through on it, because you're a pro and you get up early and you do your work, you're going to build a career. You don't just show up and things happen. We got to work from a place of value, from our purpose, and from a competitive perspective on how are we competing in this marketplace. It's got to be both.
Man, that's so good. That's so good.